when you were doing that, going back and forth between the gyms, was that just out of passion, or because at some point in MMA you realize, right, that like you got to be consistent. So like, was this all from passion, or you were like as a junior you thought you were going to be a fighter and you're training to become a pro fighter one day?
Oh yeah, I knew I always wanted to fight like as a career. Like
Okay.
I never want to do anything else. Like since like seventh, eighth grade, I knew I was like I want to be in the UFC one day. Like I want to make this my career. So I had always known. So like yeah, I was always like running when my parents couldn't afford. There was a couple periods where I couldn't train because I couldn't go to a gym. So I'd be running. I would be like working out, hitting push-ups. I started wrestling in high school, so that was actually really good. I ran cross country also, so I did cross country. And the cross country season ended, and I started wrestling right after that because wrestling was a winter sport. So I was doing that. So yeah, I was just staying busy the whole time. Yeah, I always knew I wanted to fight. Yeah, it's always been on my mind. Yeah.
Why? Because seventh grade, I mean, just from my own personal experience, like seventh grade, I wasn't really thinking about like a career, unfortunately. But why do you think you were kind of already up at that kind of like maturity level?
Dude, I don't honestly. That's a good question. I don't even know, brother. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't know. Like I had always like I wanted to play basketball. Like I would like dream. I had like a little hoop attached to the door, and I would like shoot like basketball when I was younger. Like so I'd be like jumping around the house, like shooting into my little basketball hoop. But like I don't know. I always knew I didn't want to live a normal life. Like I always knew like I didn't want to have a normal job. I just always knew that, and I always had like a dream that I would do something big one day. So I don't know why, but like as soon as I started watching, I got into MMA. I was like, this is it. I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. Like this is what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do.
You know what I
Like
mean though?
yeah,
Because even people with
yes.
MMA, like they'll look at the money aspect sometimes and be like, like I don't know if it's really the juice is worth the squeeze, you know? But like, so you just were always like, nah, I don't really care. Like this is like what I want to do with my life, regardless of
Yeah, I
even
mean,
like
don't get me.
the
Yeah,
money.
no, yeah. Dude, don't get me wrong though. There was times where it hasn't always been like that. Like, there's been times where I wanted to quit, and there's been times like I'm
Okay.
done. Like I'm done. Like,
Oh,
so
really?
yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. There hasn't been. Yeah, it hasn't been like a perfect, like easy, just like. Yeah, there's been moments where I've lost competitions, I've lost jiu-jitsu tournaments, and I've gotten discouraged. And I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Maybe I should go to school. And actually, after high school, I did go to school. I went to a semester at community college, and then I dropped out. I was like, I can't do this. So like, yeah, there's been times where I was like, like maybe I should just like get a job. Like, that was more later after high school when I was like, what should I do? Like, what should I do in my life? Should I keep doing this, or should I go to school? Get a job and like, try to like do career something else. But yeah, there's been times where I've kind of been like, maybe this isn't for me. But I've always come back to it, bro. Like I've always come back to it. I've tried to like not do this, and like I just can't. I just can't, bro. Like I keep thinking about it, and I'm like if I'm not doing this, I'm like I have to train. Like I don't know what else to do. I don't know. It's like weird. Yeah, it's like
You're
weird.
like
But
institutionalized with fighting. You've been in it
yeah,
for so
bro.
long,
I've tried
you
to
can't get
stop.
out of it. Yeah.
Bro, I've tried to quit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've tried to be like, like maybe this isn't for me, but my mind is still on it all the time. I just like it, and I'm always like watching videos, and I'm always just, yeah. I just think
Yeah.
it's for me.